Fluid is an innovative blockchain and DeFi protocol building on the Cardano blockchain and also on other blockchains. They plan to use predictive AI to provide fast and optimized execution on the blockchain. So what does that mean? Basically, this is something very useful for traders and to allow for financial products such as options and futures to be effectively executed. And this is not at all easy to do with blockchain right now because, as you know, decentralized blockchains take a while to actually confirm and validate transactions. And that basically makes it impossible to use blockchain for any transactions where you need to be fast, where you need to have a confirmation in a matter of seconds or even just a few minutes. So basically, in a lot of markets where traders need to change their positions quickly, blockchain is basically unable to be used. And this is exactly the problem that Fluid is looking to tackle and to solve so that all assets can in fact be tokenized and there is a good and fast experience while utilizing blockchain. And basically, with this technology, Fluid aims to become almost like a one-stop shop for all crypto trading, um, from spot trading to futures, derivatives, whatever you can think about, and to actually help tokenize all the assets in the world and put them into the blockchain. But if you want to know more about Fluid and how exactly they plan to do this, just keep watching this video. As always, nothing in this video is financial advice, only educational content. And before diving deeper into Fluid and explaining you all about this incredible protocol, I would first like to thank you for your incredible support. You know, we have reached an incredible milestone for this channel of 100 subscribers. So thank you so much for these 3 digits, and I hope we can keep on getting better and keep improving. And in fact, that's my goal. So whatever you'd like to see in this channel, please drop it in the comments. If you want any kind of improvements, please also drop your feedback in the comments, and I'll try to make it better and to do something that just gets increasingly more exciting for all of you watching this channel. But coming back here to Fluid, as we can see here, Fluid aims to transform digital asset markets using AI. Okay, in their own words, Fluid is an optimized liquidity aggregation system that will deliver the best execution possible to its clients by using predictive AI models. Okay, so basically, artificial intelligence to improve the execution of trades with blockchain. In fact, it tends to access a market where the liquidity is fragmented, as in the cryptocurrency market. Liquidity for tokens is usually divided into several different places, from Dexes to even centralized exchanges. There is a lot of division in the terms of the liquidity, and they want to aggregate all this liquidity available both in Dexes and in centralized exchanges in order to ensure faster, more efficient, and accurate pricing while using AI as well to do all of this. Considering that every asset will likely be tokenized in the future, as stated by Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, Fluid wants to basically start and position itself to provide the infrastructure to actually make this possible, to make execution more efficient, to actually allow for the tokenization to be successfully executed and to be, almost seamless for everyone involved. Okay, so basically, how exactly is Fluid going to achieve that? Well, Fluid plans to integrate the order book of all DEXs and centralized exchanges and use its predictive models to address the issue of latency and market inefficiencies using their patented technology, the ultra low latency technology. Fluid wants to do a lot of things. They want to provide basically the infrastructure for its clients, and they want to aggregate liquidity across all exchanges, both centralized and decentralized, provide over-the-counter deals, and also margin trading and tokenization for the different markets. They also plan to provide delta neutral strategies that will be executed by algorithms created and smart contracts created by Fluid. These delta neutral strategies are basically strategies that allow you to decrease the level of risk of your portfolio, as you'll have assets that will increase in price during downturns and you'll have other assets that will decrease during booms. And the other way around, so that you're able to decrease the overall price fluctuations of your portfolio that have to do with the market cycles. Okay, so you'll just get more price fluctuations that have to do based on fundamentals and also on the inflation, of course. Here we have the vision and mission for Fluid. And the great advantage of Fluid compared to other products available is that they'll be able to assess decentralized and centralized liquidity, and that will allow them to actually provide the best execution possible. Okay, they'll be much faster than their competitors using AI and with lower costs. What is best execution? Okay, it's basically is assuring that you'll be able to find the most favorable options to execute the orders of the clients. That's just it. And that's what the AI part dives deeper into, because it will work regardless of the blockchain or even the level of centralization of the protocol fluid, and their AI will look for the best deal possible and provide that deal to to the clients. Let's now dive a little bit deeper into the fluid products. The products they plan to develop, they want to have their API trading, that is basically an API that allows for companies to trade spot future and options market using Fluid in their own apps. So basically, they can integrate the background, the technology of Fluid into their own apps and present it to the public. Then they also plan to create, as you can see here, Fluid T. This should be a state-of-the-art institutional trading terminal, um, but for cryptocurrencies and also for all the tokens and tokenized world that Fluid will develop. And then we have Fluid X, that is basically an app for everyday traders to trade anywhere they want. Looking here at the features that Fluid has and the great advantages of these products, is basically that they want to allow, these are the things they want to integrate and they want their app to do. And that's why I say that Fluid is a little bit a one-stop shop for crypto. It's because they'll have spot trading, okay, but with a faster settlement than we have right now. They also want to offer derivatives, okay, effective margin trading, providing the best available price across exchanges and making the most out of price disparities in the market and inefficiencies in the crypto market, at least the most for the clients that are using Fluid. They also want to allow the ability to trade NFTs and also to trade other tokenized products, such as real estate, securities, and shares of private companies. Okay, in terms of derivatives, treasury management, and all of that, you can have put calls, you have longs or short positions that you can make using Fluid. You also have margin trading, where you can in fact use leverage and just put the levels that you want to get out as well. You can do basically everything you can do in a trading platform, a centralized trading platform, but in a more supposedly decentralized way. Very importantly, is that they also want to develop algorithms with different strategies for trading that users can simply use in a very quickly manner to get some yield. We talk a lot here about the price disparities and how the price calculation is very important. So we can see here a little bit of those price disparities, as Fluid as here a calculator for that with some of the major cryptocurrencies. We see, for example, ETH, BTC, Earn Finance, DOT, Solana, VAX. Let's take, for example, here Ethereum. This is just looking at some of the major centralized exchanges. We have Binance, Huobi, KuCoin, Kraken, OKX, Bitfinex. Those are just the ones considered, so it's not even considered Dexes, where the volatility or the differences in prices can actually be much bigger, especially for those Dexes that don't have that much liquidity. But as we can see here, for example, in Ethereum, we have a price disparity of €6, around €6. Okay, if we go to BTC, okay, we have here a price disparity of €135. This is a lot, okay, really a lot. And if we go here to Earn Finance, Wi-Fi, the disparity is actually €53. We can see here a huge amount of disparity between these pairs, and that's certainly something to think about and to consider. So clearly, what distinguishes Fluid from other products is the technology. So I'll try to dive a little bit deeper into this technology, which is not that simple to explain, but I'll try to keep things simpler, and I think that's the best value I can get. You have a more in-depth explanation in the white paper, and I'll leave the link of the white paper in the description. You can watch it. You'll see the graphs. You'll see a lot of pages explaining how they are planning and they are doing everything, even how they are training this AI and with all the steps. So I think if you're a more technical person, that can be very interesting and useful for you. If you're not and you just want to get understanding of how it all works, then I think this explanation will be more than enough. Fluids AI is designed with the purpose of being more flexible than the current statistical prediction methods that are usually used by most exchanges and most companies in this world. And it considers historical data, linear and non-linear, and other more complex functions to be able to effectively predict how the price of the market should react in the short term. As you can see here, it basically uses a lot of signals that we have in terms of technical analysis, such as the MACD and the center line, retracement levels, support and resistance. So a lot of technical indicators and a lot of forecasts and models to forecast the markets that we currently have are fed into this algorithm to actually predict the price of the cryptocurrencies. And that prediction allows for faster settlement, faster transactions, using this patented model of Fluid, of this unique technology. Now, one thing interesting is that Fluid is doing a lot of progress with their AI model already, and they have been testing it and against actual exchange data, against actual price, and their price predictions from their AI model at 99.5% accuracy when predicting from a range of 1 to 8 seconds in advance, and 95% when predicting the price between 90 and 30 seconds. This is very good, very interesting, and a very high level of accuracy. But of course, it's also interesting to know whether this is enough, whether they need to make more, increase the accuracy and increase the time of price predictions, considering the time that usually some blockchains take to validate. But of course, you also need to think that with time, blockchains will get faster. They'll get better at solving the trilemma, the blockchain trilemma. So they'll be able to increase its speed, and as they are faster, the bot, in this case the AI, I mean, doesn't need to actually be much faster than just a few seconds. A few seconds will be enough, and it will already guarantee the best execution possible. To be clear, Fluid basically achieves all of these, this ultra low latency model, with their AI, where the AI is able to predict the price that will happen in the exchange, and the price that will be agreed on and validated. And basically, you can do the transaction very quickly, and the price won't be far away from what is predicted. So it will actually allow you to do fast transactions with, as you'll see, almost 100% accuracy. One thing we are sure about Fluid, looking at everything we saw now and the technology they are trying to develop, this won't be an easy project to develop. It will be pretty challenging for sure, and we'll likely need a great team to actually accomplish this. So naturally, as we should do with any project, we need to dive deeper into the team and see what are the individuals behind the project. Because after all, individuals behind the project are usually the ones responsible for the success of the project, and the better the individuals, the likely it is that the project will succeed, as at the end of the day the team is the one that needs to get things done and get results and not give up no matter the difficulties. First, we have here the founder, Ahmed Ismail, and we'll take a look at his LinkedIn and at his experience. And as we can see here, Ahmed is someone with 18 years of management experience in investment banks such as Merrill Lynch as you can see below here. It's also founded its own regulated digital currency OTC company, and it's someone with a lot of experience in management and in the financial trading realm. So I think he has the skill set to be the CEO of this project. Then we also have here Walid Risk. I'm sorry if I'm butchering any names. I'm not that good. You know, there are very diverse names, and sometimes it's hard to get the names right. But yeah, he's the head of engineering for Fluid, and he's an architect level software developer with lots of experience in the financial domain and with a lot of experience working with top investment banks, as we can see here, looking at his experience in places like Deutsche Bank, HSBC. Finally, we also have as the chief data scientist and the person in charge for developing their AI for price prediction, Lawrence Hennessy. He's a man with 30 years of experience working in several fields, including the AI field, working with machine learning, neural networks, and a lot of fields in AI. And he is also an assistant professor in computer science. Okay, but as you can see here, you know, he has some experience as founder, but also a lot of experience in terms of business development and consultancy. Um, in fact, he even seems to have more experience in business development than in AI. There is also important to notice that unfortunately there is no mention of Fluid and of him being part of Fluid in his LinkedIn, which is also a little bit strange. Then we have Kiran Pingali, a CFA that is the head of product with more than 20 years of experience in the product realm, and also, as you can see here, in the financial area and electronic trading realms. Okay, so certainly someone with also a very good fit for this product, for this project. Then we have Shah Sheikh, another name that is not easy to pronounce at all. Okay, looking at his experience, Shah Sheikh, that is the Chief Informatics Security Officer, and that has 18 years of experience in this industry and a lot of experience as a cyber security founder, also taking care of companies in that realm and in the crypto and blockchain world as well. And last but not least, we have Matthias Geldres. I don't know, I did my best. Who has 13 years of experience across marketing and communications, you know, especially in technological companies. Okay, so also someone that is super fit for his position as he's taking the role of head of marketing and communications at Fluid Protocol. Certainly an interesting team, but before continuing, if this video has been useful and you're getting any kind of value from this kind of fundamental analysis from Fluid, please just drop a like or even share the video if you can. A simple click from you that can actually go a long way. So please use that power that you have on that side of the computer. In terms of Fluid, there are other important things to consider. You know, we need to dive deeper into the roadmap, the tokenomics, and also something very specific to this project, that is incentive dynamics and the gamification that Fluid has prepared for users, as those are some also points that really differentiate the project. I'll leave that for a future video on Fluid, just to not make this video too heavy. A video that I'll launch soon, so if you want to be warned when it comes out, please, if you're not a subscriber yet, just subscribe, turn on all the notification bell, and hopefully YouTube will do the rest when the video comes out. However, from this analysis, I do think we are able to get a pretty good idea of what Fluid is going for, and also understand who's the core team, their experience, and if they're actually capable of making all these ambitious white paper and these ambitious ideas come to life. In my opinion, Fluid is certainly an interesting idea and a very valid use case for the realm of finance, and something that is very useful for professional traders as well. And considering that, in fact, it's very likely that the world will get tokenized after a few years, you know, if Fluid can do things right, it has the first mover advantage, or at least one of the first movers for sure in the space. So it will be able, if they do things right, to gather a very large market that actually needs this agility, this quick finality, and the best execution possible. However, the technology they need to make this all happen is pretty revolutionary and challenging, and it won't be something simple to execute at all. So it's also important to reflect about Fluid and understand one thing that has not yet been clear. Hopefully, it will get clear in the other video. Is about their decentralization. How will this technology affect the decentralization, and how will actually the whole protocol be decentralized? Because if it is just a app with a centralized point of failure, even though they are bringing some really valid technology, I don't think they will be that differentiated. And I think eventually some decentralized opportunity or some decentralized option will come, and Fluid might have some hard time dealing with that. But I will enter in contact with the team and look for more clarity. And I think also when we look at the part of the incentives rewards, we'll also get some more quality on that. Reflecting on the team, I think in general they are pretty awesome. We have some really experienced individuals in very relevant areas that seem to have a decent level of success. The only concern here I would say is the one I pointed out with their head of data science that doesn't have any mention to Fluid on its LinkedIn, and even though he's an assistant professor in computer science in one of the best universities for this topic. Most of his experiences seem to be more related with business development and management, and not as much with data science and AI development, even though it's something he has done and has experience with that. Considering that he'll be in charge of the part of AI development and Fluid, I don't know if his experience is enough to be actually able to develop these very complex AI algorithms that will need to function perfectly for Fluid to actually be able to make their proposal come true and to offer this fast liquidity. And without these algorithms, I think Fluid likely loses its competitive advantage. However, it's important to notice that they have been already training their algorithm, and they've been having some interesting results, as you could see in their white paper. If you're interested in revolutionary projects on the Cardano blockchain, you should definitely check this video next about cornucopias. They are building the first AAA game on Cardano, a real engine, and the first Unreal Engine 5 game launching on the Cardano blockchain as well. And they have a small mini game already on Unreal Engine 5 as well, a racing game being tested right now, and that will be launched very soon. So definitely a project that you will find interesting, very likely. So I'll see you there.